Welcome to Drum Addicts on Andertons TV, and we're going to look through various different combinations of all of the Zildjian products you've seen over the last couple of weeks. So this is hybrid, not hybrid as in electric acoustic, but hybrid as in real cymbals, L80s and Gen 16. So
indeed.
You've done many of these. We even changed the stack that you had here just to make it fit for this room. So you can literally tweak your stack to the sound you want in that moment.
Absolutely, and you can make one slight change and it makes a big difference to the sound, as we heard earlier when we were messing around. But you can do so many different things with these. So as an example, a few things that I've done personally, an L80 as a top hi-hat and an EFX, which is just down there. Do you want to just grab the EFX? There we go. Thank you, Rob. That is a bottom hi-hat and an L80 as a top hi-hat. That makes a really loud, trashy, nasty hi-hat, which is fantastic. Two L80 splashes as a small mini hi-hat is really, really good. Now, just going back to the cymbals behind, the rides, having a normal ride cymbal 20 inches as the top hi-hat and one of these as the bottom hi-hat. Again, it's really loud because all that air can get out and all the sound can get out through the holes. So it's a really loud, trashy hi-hat, which is really, really cool. Also trapping a little splash in a normal china. So an L80 splash with a normal, I've tried that, that sounds cool. And also things like if you put a L80 splash underneath the ride, it dries the ride out really nicely.
Wow, like a big mute.
Yeah, like a big mute.
Oh, okay.
But it still adds a little bit of sizzle and a little bit of rattle, and that sounds really, really good. If you've got a cable hi-hat, you can actually have it adjustable as well. So that's quite cool. So there's lots of, basically, go to town. Anything you want to do, you can do it with these. You'll come up with some brilliant stuff. You'll come up with some stuff which doesn't sound as you expected. One thing I found, when I first got a load of these, I put them all on the stand at the same time thinking, this is going to sound immense! And you hit it and it just goes clunk, because of course it's dampening. You don't want them to be too tight. You want them to be quite loose, so they'll come up with a nice trashy sound. But, you know, world is your oyster.
But also people will use half a setup of each. So someone like Andy Gangadine, who's got like loads of drums, then his acoustic cymbals, and then hanging below in his circular rig is the electronic cymbals.
Yeah, so he's got Gen 16s mixed in with acoustic cymbals in different lines.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you want to do. Experiment is the order of the day here.
And you can put your direct pickup on these anyway.
Yes, yeah. So the thing about the direct source pickup is because it only picks up vibration, anything that's touching the metal which the pickup is mounted in will also go through the pickup. So if we had one mounted on this, it would pick up the splash and the Gen 16 as well. So it picks up anything that's touching it. So you can even use them for sticking on cowbells as well. If you want to drill a hole in your cowbell, stick one of the pickups on it, and you can have the world's loudest cowbell. Or, as I have done, and what started me doing this with normal cymbals, was I love flat ride cymbals. Flat ride cymbals are one of the best sounding ride cymbals for me, for my ears, but they're really, really quiet and you can't go anywhere with them. They only go so loud. So I started putting the direct source pickups on my flat rides, and now I have the world's loudest flat rides because I can just stick them straight into the PA and they're great and everyone can hear them. So there's lots of different combinations.
So one of the cool things we did, obviously A and K, and even ZBT have even got them as well. With the slots, if you imagine that's going there, you can even put your direct source pickup, if this was underneath, in the slot, and this won't damage your cymbal, this rattling in there, because it's all rubbered and will be tied into the cymbal below. So you can make quite cool options even with this, and then you can use it as an EFX as well.
Absolutely.
So cool bit of kit. So I hope you checked out some of Simon's playing and was inspired to do something stacky. If you wanted to have a look at Zildjian Stacks, they did a whole load back in October, didn't they?
They did.
So there's some loads of cool artists did loads of cool different stacks. Stacks are super easy to do, and yeah, doesn't matter how hard you crank them or make them loose, they will make that different sound for you. They're very personal because you're using your combination of cymbals. So just be inspired, play them. They're all different, they're all rhythm, so it's good fun. Check out the links below and we'll see you next time.